This is the GIS Evening Report for Tuesday, May 28, 2024. I am Christian Mitchell. In the headlines, Grenada pioneers first Blue Schools Initiative program in the Caribbean. We'll have details of this story and more after the break.
The Royal Grenada Police Force and the National Disaster Management Agency remind all citizens that the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources has issued a no burning notice, which means that no one is allowed to light fires at any location throughout the state of Grenada. Engaging in setting of fires on any land under this act shall be liable to a fine of $500 or 3 months imprisonment. Please be vigilant and report any occurrences of fires as we aim to keep the nation safe during this severe dry season. Fires can cause millions of dollars in property damage and loss of lives. Let us all be responsible and play our part in minimizing wildfires as best as possible. Remember, it only takes one spark to ignite.
Welcome back. Grenada has launched the first Blue Schools Initiative program, a first for the Caribbean. The program was launched on the margins of the 4th International Conference on Small Island Developing States, SIDS 4, in Antigua and Barbuda. This landmark event, held during the Ocean Literacy Side event, underscores Grenada's leadership in fostering sustainable ocean governance. It was unveiled by the Honorable Karen James, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, alongside global leaders and experts in ocean science and policy. The program is being piloted at the St. Rose Modern Secondary School and the St. John's Christian Secondary School in St. John, highlighting the initiative's significance in a constituency renowned as Grenada's fishing capital and heavily reliant on marine resources for economic activity.
This Blue School Initiative aims to really and truly give focus and bring light into the marine industry, encourage persons to see the marine industry as not as a hustle, but as an actual career path that they can make millions in, and they can do so by sustainably using our oceans. As you know, our Prime Minister is a big advocate for oceans, and he, often referred to small island developing states as big ocean states. And I think maybe we definitely need to look into rebranding small island states into big ocean states. And so this is just another example of carrying out Prime Minister's mandate to ensuring ocean literacy among our population, and to ensuring that our rural communities and communities on the west zone, communities on the south zone, and coastal communities all together are not left out in the conversations.
Honorable Karen James, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy. Mr. Jerry Eno, advisor to the Blue Economy, played a pivotal role in this program's technical development and implementation. The initiative also highlights Grenada's commitment to sustainable ocean management and sets a global benchmark for educational programs in marine conservation, emphasizing the critical role of oceans in sustainable development for SIDS.
I am happy that we were given that opportunity to collaborate with UNESCO to ensure that this program is piloted for the first time in the Caribbean. Some of my colleagues have already expressed their interest and wanting to get on board. So Grenada is doing big things on the international scale, and we want to ensure that our constituents feel that at the local level. I know it has been a topic of great concern to persons as to how we can localize and what impact and what benefits are being brought back when I travel to these meetings. And so this is an example of one of many, many more to come.
Grenada has been nominated to host a Sargassum Conference in September, aimed at bringing together key stakeholders to explore innovative solutions and business opportunities related to sargassum management. It will bring together experts, policymakers, business leaders, and environmentalists to discuss and develop sustainable solutions for sargassum management. It will also explore various business opportunities that sargassum presents, including its potential use in agriculture, biofuel, and other innovative industries. Grenada was nominated following a meeting on Monday involving incoming CARICOM Chairman, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, as well as representatives from the European Union and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. The meeting highlighted the importance of a united regional approach to tackle the sargassum issue. The EU and OECS reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Caribbean nations through technical assistance, funding, and expertise sharing. The EU has pledged increased technical support and funding to aid in the development of sargassum management technologies and practices. This support will be instrumental in enhancing the region's capacity to effectively respond to recurrent sargassum influxes. Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell expressed his enthusiasm, stating, and I quote, "We are honored to be chosen as the host for the upcoming Sargassum Conference. This is a critical issue that affects not just Grenada, but the entire Caribbean region. By working together with our international partners, we can find innovative solutions that protect our environment and create new economic opportunities for our people." Unquote. Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Honorable Kareem James, will lead the preparation efforts for the Sargassum Conference. In other news from Antigua, Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell led a successful bilateral meeting with the UAE Foreign Minister's envoy to the Caribbean on the margins of the ongoing SIDS-4 conference in Antigua and Barbuda. It resulted in a strong pledge by the UAE to support Grenada in several critical areas, including renewable energy, energy transition, the proposed state-of-the-art teaching hospital, and other key development initiatives. This support will be instrumental in helping Grenada achieve its energy transition goals, focusing on sustainable and resilient energy solutions. Recognizing the importance of advanced healthcare facilities, the UAE has committed to providing significant technical support for the development of a new teaching hospital in Grenada. This project aims to improve healthcare services and medical education within the region. In alignment with the national priorities articulated by Prime Minister Mitchell, the UAE has also agreed to assist with various other projects. These initiatives will address key areas identified by the Prime Minister as vital for Grenada's socio-economic development. The delegation to the meeting, which was headed by the Honorable Prime Minister, also included Honorable Kareem James, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Ambassador Che Phillip, Permanent Representative to the United Nations, Ms. Perron Johnson, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, and Mr. Jerry Eno, Advisor to the Prime Minister on the Blue Economy. The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, along with other relevant ministries, will work closely with UAE representatives to outline detailed plans and timelines for the pledged projects. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.
Grenada, this is your time to engage the Cannabis Working Committee on their role in shaping government's policy on the way forward for the cannabis industry. Tune into your favorite current affairs channel, radio, or social media platform on June 3rd from 8 p.m. Putting the policy plans under the microscope. Hear their mandate. Ask your questions. The national panel discussion on the potential of the cannabis industry, medicinal benefits, economic growth, social justice, health, and safety. June 3rd from 8 p.m. The airwaves will come alive. It's your time to have your say.
Welcome back. The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, will host a live program on Wednesday to discuss pertinent matters related to the hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th. The 90-minute program will be broadcast live from 8 p.m. on GIS and its social media pages. GIS spoke on Tuesday with Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters.
The 2024 hurricane season begins on the 1st of June, goes all the way until the 30th of November. And to mark the start of the season, we are having a live television program on Wednesday, the 29th of May, broadcast on television and social media. We'll be bringing together the Met Office, the Royal Grenada Police Force, someone from the Ministry of Education to talk specific to emergency shelters, and we'll have NADMA on the program. So we discuss quite a number of topics, about disaster preparedness, disaster management as we enter the 2024 hurricane season.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has predicted an above-average hurricane season for 2024 with 17 to 25 named storms. Dr. Walters says NADMA continues to be proactive in its efforts with local and regional partners.
One of the predictions being 23 to 29 named storms in 2024, and so NADMA will continue to do what it has to do locally. So the agency with all its partners and stakeholders locally and in the region, we are collaborating with CDMA, that's the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, which is the umbrella body for disaster management in the Caribbean. And so, we continue to work with CDMA to ensure that we operate based on the regional standards for comprehensive disaster management. And then there are other international, partners like, USAID and others that we are, collaborating with to ensure that in the event that we are impacted by any of these storms, that we can function locally. All right, so our institutional strengthening, we continue with that, so we can function locally.
He added that the agency remains vigilant in its preparedness efforts for any disaster.
Locally, we continue to prepare, but again, we want to emphasize that it's not just hurricane preparedness, but it's a preparedness year-round. It's a multi-hazard preparedness environment that we're trying to build, because any of the other hazards can occur at any time. Or you have earthquake, you have volcano, you have slides, you have flooding. All those things can occur during the hurricane season. So we want to stress here that people should be prepared for these hazards year-round.
The program will be aired live on Wednesday from 8 p.m. on GIS Channel 22 and social media pages. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs on Tuesday launched its campaign, A Healthy Mind is a Wealthy Mind, at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium with a hands-on one-day workshop aimed at educating and refreshing first responders on dealing with and communicating effectively with mental health patients. The workshop caters in the first instance for nurses and police officers. Minister for Mental Health, Honorable Delma Thomas, says the campaign and workshop are very timely as we have been losing too many people due to mental illnesses, particularly young people who often suffer in silence.
It is no secret that we have many issues when it comes to addressing and dealing with the issues of mental health. In today's society, we must agree that mental health issues are becoming increasingly prevalent, and it is crucial that our frontline professionals, our first responders, are prepared to respond with compassion, understanding, and expertise. For our police officers, this training represents an opportunity to enhance your ability to de-escalate situations involving individuals experiencing mental health crises, ensuring that their safety and yours. It is about building trust within the community and providing a compassionate response that can lead to better outcomes for everyone involved. We must appreciate when there are issues with mental health challenges and family feel they cannot cope, the first person they call is the police. And therefore we believe it is not fair if we do not provide the police with the correct training, because I show when they go to the training school, there's nothing about really seriously how to deal with mental health challenges.
Minister Thomas says the ministry's aim is to also provide the training to family members, communities, and schools to help them cope and confront issues related to mental health.
For nurses, This training will further your capability to deliver holistic care, recognizing and addressing the mental health needs of your patients alongside their physical health. By integrating mental health awareness into your practice, you can make a profound difference in the lives of those you care for and offering support that is both comprehensive and empathic. This workshop is a vital step towards creating a more informed, prepared, and resilient workforce. It underscores our commitment to improving mental health care and crisis interventions in our communities. I am confident that the skills and insight you gain here will not only enhance your professional abilities, but also contribute significantly to the well-being and safety of our society.
Ms. Kim Frederick, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for mental health, wellness, and religious affairs, also reiterated the importance of the training to allow for proper care when dealing with people who suffer with mental illness.
This is an initiative of the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health with support from the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs. It is evident that mental health is a priority for the government of Grenada, hence the establishment of a separate Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs earlier this year, and the appointment of a minister for the said ministry who has special responsibility for the Mungi Psychiatric Hospital. One of the priorities of the ministry for this year is to strengthen the human resource capacity both internally and externally. In other words, at all levels within the ministry and within other ministries, agencies, and departments that provide support to mentally ill patients.
Participants, P.S. Frederick says, must see the importance of the training as it will help in identifying signs and symptoms associated with mental illness. We take our final break.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it is crucial for all of us to conserve water at home. When washing my fruits and vegetables, I use a bowl of water, and later I reuse it to water my plants. This is how I save water at home. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back. The first in a series of psychosocial well-being engagements for parents of children with special needs was held recently at the St. Andrew's School for Special Education. The activity, organized by the Special Education Needs Unit of the Ministry of Education, is sponsored by the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning, OECS Pearl. The aim is to help the parents of children with special needs to learn ways to de-stress, recharge, and take care of themselves, since caring for children with special needs bring with it added challenges, including little time for themselves. Sarana Mitchell has more.
Parents of children with special needs gathered at the St. Andrew's School for Special Education on Wednesday afternoon to socialize and learn new ways to take care of themselves so that they are better able to attend to their children.
It's very nice because most parents don't really get to do anything by themselves because they have special needs children plus other kids. So it's a nice gesture.
The afternoon is good. It's great to get parents to come out and socialize together like children in school, you know, because parents are not playing some parents are not playing the part they're supposed to. And I think that's a good idea for the ministry to take time out to get that to us as parents.
The activity, organized by the Special Education Needs Unit of the Ministry of Education, was sponsored by the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning, OECS Pearl. The OECS Pearl is a 4-year program made possible by a $10 million grant from the Global Partnership for Education to 4 of the OECS countries: Dominica, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada. Julian Auld is the Deputy Chief Education Officer with responsibility for special and inclusive education.
But we've also been doing some activities for parents in terms of getting them to really build capacity and to help with the psychosocial, the proper state of mind, because they have to be in the best health and psychologically as well be prepared to support their children.
The activity will soon move to include parents of students at the Victoria School for Special Education and the Grenada School for Special Education. The psychosocial engagement will also be extended to teachers at the special education schools. Sarana Mitchell reporting.
This brings us to the end of the GIS Evening Report for Tuesday, May 24th, 2024. I am Chris Ann Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.